The Celtics annihilated the Knicks from the three-point line, especially against drop coverage. So let's take a look at it. First one, we get a high middle ball screen. The big is concerned with this Spain action that's about to come on the back screen, so he's not looking at Tatum coming off. Tatum makes him pay since nobody steps up. Next time, we get ram action to get Cornet an early advantage coming up. He gets to the screen, flips it. Tatum comes off. Big's not ready to step up because he's too deep in drop coverage. Makes him pay again. What the Knicks started to do is stunt and dig from the next man over like this. Hauser does a great job getting through to take his man with him and take away that extra rotation, but McBride doesn't really realize this yet. So it ends up just being a basic trap with Pritchard wide open in the corner. That's too good a shot for the Celtics to get that easily. Horford goes handoff. Holiday gets that advantage. Towns is in drop. They stunt and dig from the next man over. Relocation by Brown. Drew Holiday does an excellent job right here getting back out, but McBride is forced to stay in the paint due to the closeout. And Anunoby doesn't recover over, and this is just great basketball and replacement right here. Another open three. This time they go down screen and then come right back into the ram action. Doesn't really happen, but they still come up with this early advantage arriving alone. So now we come off of it against the drop. They step up higher, hit the short roll. McBride's still in the paint, so Brunson's responsible for two. This is something that the Celtics do so well, which is put the guard in the dunker spot so that it puts a bigger bind on this guy responsible for two. And now it's an easy read for Cornet to hit this pass to Pritchard. White does a great job getting out and reading the space. One more pass. McBride's not there. Bucket. On this next clip, they go handoff. Tatum comes off. Great job by Cornet readjusting. Now he's got the angle. This is one of the best passes that I've ever seen, especially with the offhand from Tatum. Hits him right in the chest. Tatum sees that low man tag stepping over a little early and cheating, and this is just an amazing pass for this shot. They didn't have an answer in the drop coverage for what the Celtics were able to do. They go back to the dig from the next man over, and this is just basic basketball hitting White for the open three. Again, ball screen at the top, let Tatum operate. Now they're going full rotation with Brunson because this is too long of a recovery for Towns. Again, the dunker spot making it very difficult for Hart to decide what to do here. If he cheats out early, it makes Towns have to recover to Derek White too quick. But Horford is able to make that easy read because Hart is still in the paint right here. So instead of having two guys stacked on this side, where this man can just kind of play in between until we get the recovery onto the second man, they are stretching out this defender so that they have easy options available on both sides. Too far, too easy. Now we're getting back to what we saw at the beginning with drop coverage. Towns drops too far on Tatum and he makes him pay. This is putting a lot of stress on the Knicks defense. Ball screen at the top again. Tatum reads it again. Now we have an empty side, full rotation. This is so much to ask Karl Anthony Towns to do. But credit to the Celtics for creating this space and advantage. We got Drew Holiday screening over here, so these two guys are occupied. And this is just putting them in such a bind to cover all of this ground. Tough pass, wrangles it in. I love this from the Celtics, utilizing the lineup that they have on the floor. I like what Brown does here and goes away from Bridges towards the big and drop coverage deeper. Big doesn't step up, guard doesn't get through. Take what they give you, another three for the Celtics. Back to the ball screen. They started switching this because of how the Celtics were dicing them up. But again, the Celtics are patient. They get the mismatch. Bridges is struggling to decide whether to leave a great shooter in Horford or allow this matchup to take place. Anunoby's got his head turned. Pritchard flies down the paint. Dump off. Now the defense has collapsed. One more. Too easy for the Celtics.